that a minor Hindu girl was kidnapped and converted to Islam in the Sindh province of Pakistan. The girl is a Hindu named Karishma Bheel. She's 17 years old and a resident of Naukot in Mirpur Khas in Sindh and was kidnapped on 15th of February. She was kidnapped from local Naukot market. According to her brother Ramban and other eyewitnesses, she was being taunted by a man named Rauf and his two friends in Amarkot. Those later forcefully took Karishma away with them as they came out of the market area. Ramesh Bheel informed that the Naukot police only made entries in the records of missing person and had not registered the FIR against Rauf and his friends. Police are not ready to file cases and they say that she has gone on her own free will. They want him to wait for a week. They want, and by that I mean they want the father to wait for a week before the FIR is to be filed. And according to locals, Karishma, now Kanwal B, has in a telephone call confirmed her acceptance of Islam and has said that she desires to reside with Rauf's family in Umarkot. And Ramesh Bheel, the father of Karishma, now fears that he may not meet his daughter anymore as she will be married to her kidnapper when she turns a major in just 3 months from now, which is in May of 2023. For more details, let's quickly go across to our correspondent Abhishek, who's joining me on the phone line. Abhishek, if you could throw more light on this case, what of course stands out is the shocking behavior of the Sindh police, who have refused to even file an FIR.
Akansha, the irony is that this is not the first case where we have seen a forcible kidnapping of Hindu minor girls and then forcible conversion, and then these girls are married to their own kidnappers and perpetrators. And this is a very systematic behavior where the society of Pakistan, the administration of Pakistan, and radical extremist gurus or mullahs of Pakistan are pretty much involved. And they want to have these Hindus, small minority community, to be intimidated, to dominate them, and to systematically cleanse that population. And this is yet another example where we have seen that how police officials, despite the father of the minor girl complaining to them that his daughter has been kidnapped and the person is trying to convert her and to marry her like few months from now, the police did not accept their complaint and did not register any FIR, and they asked the father to wait for another week. So in this whole week's time, Karishma was converted to Islam, and now she pretends to be Kanwal B. She has been forcibly changed to Islam. Clearly a very systematic way of intimidating and dominating a Hindu minority community in Pakistan.
And Abhishek, what stands out is another aspect is that this seems to be a very closely, well thought out plan, because as we all know that she's turning in just 3 months in May of 2023, she's going to turn into a major.
Yes, so these perpetrators or kidnappers, they know that if they can handle or dilly-dally for like 3-4 months, the law of Pakistan will also not be able to hold them guilty or hold them accountable, because the moment she turns a major, she can express her own will, maybe under some protection or some intimidation by her own kidnappers. But then the law will be very much lenient on these kidnappers, because she will be a major and the law cannot take any action against her kidnapper if she resists that, as she says that she has accepted Islam by her own will and she is marrying to Rauf, who has been the kidnapper 3 months ago. So clearly a very complex situation, but very slyly these majority or radical groups in Pakistan are trying to intimidate and convert minor Hindu girls in Pakistan and then match them to their own clan.
And you know what remains shocking is that these minors are in fact kidnapped and literally at gunpoint, because in January of this year itself, we heard of this news report come out which stated that a married Hindu girl had been abducted from Sindh again. And in fact, she was raped when she refused to convert to Islam.
So clearly, Akansha, this is not the first case we know, and also why such elements in the society of Pakistan.
The point that I'm making, Abhishek, is that the kind of fear that's being faced by these minority girls, because they know they'll either be murdered or raped if they don't say yes.
And they know that even if they go to police to file their complaint and to express their grievances, police will not act upon these kidnappers, because somehow, somewhere they are well connected, they are local goons, and the state also sort of protects the majority group, and they do not hear the pleas of this minority group. And this is the sentiment that is very much prevalent in Pakistan society, and that is also leading to such conversion or such crimes against minority communities, especially girls and women, time and again.
Past 2 years, Abhishek, there's been a spate of such cases as far as these minority Hindu girls are concerned. Their forced conversion and their abduction has sort of only increased in the last 2 years.
And this is happening, Akansha, at a time when Pakistan is already under tremendous pressure of socio-economic upheaval. We are seeing that in Pakistan, the kind of political rivalry, it has given rise to so many smaller political fronts who are also trying to dominate particular areas. And like such instances of Hindu minority community being persecuted, being oppressed by a majority is not new, and police administration is also not acting upon such cases, and not just against the girls and women.
In fact, Abhishek, I'm going to request you to continue and stay with me, because I'm also joined in by Foreign Affairs Expert Robinder Sachdev. Mr. Sachdev, the fact, as far as this particular case is concerned, let me in fact talk to you about Karishma Bheel, the 17-year-old girl who's been kidnapped and been forcibly converted. First, before I go into the larger picture, in her case, what's shocking over here is the fact that Sindh police has in fact refused to even lodge an FIR.
Thank you so much. Aman, you were saying that before going deeper into the details, this is the fact that the FIR has not been lodged. That is the deeper malaise.
Right.
Okay, police does not recognize, does not take action on reports of atrocities and conversions and rapes of Hindu women and girls. And as your colleague earlier was saying, you know, Pakistan in throes of an economic crisis, lawlessness, etc. Unfortunately, and you were saying that for the past 2 years these are increasing, these would increase. And another reason I would feel why this would increase, with all the lawlessness, all the joblessness, with all the hopelessness in Pakistan society, you know, these are ways of feeling a victory over someone. Right, for the lumpen elements that, okay, we've at least done something. You know, we brought somebody into the fold of Islam, whatever. So being unable to do any other progressive things or any achievements or anything that they can achieve, the wider masses would trend towards this. It's like crime increases, right? That's another different thing. But this is something which gives you a satisfaction for a few days, maybe that, oh, we've done something for my religion. So this would increase, unfortunately, and the government is absolutely, even if it were, you know, mindful of it and wants to do something, which itself is totally suspect. Okay, they do not want to do anything on it, and even if they wanted to do something, the bureaucracy, the layers of bureaucracy, and the culture on the ground in these areas is totally, you know, inhospitable, unfortunate for our brothers and sisters.
Absolutely, something that is very apparent in the case that has happened just now, and that is of Karishma Bheel. Many thanks to you, Robinder Sachdev, for joining in on CNN News 18. And with that,